Hi, Gamma Chapter. I'm proud to deliver this message for September as the opening of our 2024 to 2025 service year. I want to help each of you to be the best Gamma woman that you can as a part of Iota Phi Lambda Sorority Incorporated. So, what does that mean? Getting back to basics for the continued greatness of Gamma Chapter members and the community that we support and lead in. It's showing you the resources, showing you the changes, and showing you where we're headed. So let's get started. Essentially, this is your executive committee. I'm very proud of these women as professionals, as business owners, as mothers, wives, women caregivers, handling a variety of life events. They continue to get the work of Gamma Chapter done, being an attentional partner in it all. So, we're going to show you some of my presidential highlights, administrative changes, operations, what it takes, or our expectation of sisterly responsibility and accountability, and resources. Then we're going to show you what's coming up and where we've been. So, a new look. It's a new service year. And because of our incoming journalist, Source Bradley, I am so very honored and proud to have her as a part of our team. She's given us new Zoom backgrounds. And the ask of all chapter members when sending any correspondence internally or externally as a Gamma member is to change your signature. So here's an example of what the future signature is going to look like for Gamma chapter. Thank you, Source Bradley. Google Drive. It is our official way of communicating and doing project management and getting the work done of Iota Phi Lambda Sorority Incorporated. So it's only available to active and financial sorors. So Virginia Jones, our recording secretary, has helped me to ensure only the latest and greatest, according to our roster, is or has access to this Google Drive. All those who are inactive and unfinancial have been removed. As for the security and safety of the information we are sharing here. And it's a benefit. As you can also see, the Google Drive has been reorganized. We have our national bylaws and Eastern regional standing rules at the top. Our chapter standing rules last approved December 2023. Our Gamma annual chapter handbook then comes next, and our IOTA national workbook as of 2023. Thereafter, our national convention subfolders where Gamma chapter has been a host chapter, our 501c3 fund. Please take a look at the information in there, but do not remove or delete, just review. And then after that are our service shares. The main service year you want to be looking at is 2024 to 2025. And each month is already set up. So every month prior to chapter meeting, the executive committee will ensure a slide deck is made available in preparation for chapter review, and any updates that may be needed to the slide deck that we will use to report out on can be made at least 3 business days prior to chapter meeting. Please send emails to your recording secretary and CC me. calendar time. So, understanding our timeline, deadline, due dates, events. If you want to plan out your schedule with the Gamma chapter schedule, you can now do that. We have a Google Calendar, and this is the link to click to see the public view, as well as to add it to your Google portfolio of products. Go to Google Calendar and look for official IPL underscore Gamma chapter. And it'll be added as one of the calendars where you can connect to see every event, birthdays, things of that nature. Make sure you complete this. Next up, committee reports required. We're going to be making sure each committee provides a report. It does not have to be extensive. Just give us these items here. It will help myself as well as the executive committee as we, from month to month, package information for our chapter report, which is due twice a year with one addendum. As chapter president, I have to do monthly reporting. So every bit of detail and pictures that committees can provide makes the work that we do appear stronger and allows us to monitor the impact in the community and within Gamma chapter. So make sure you get and download the new template for chapter committee reporting. Chapter handbooks are now available, both electronically and by the end of September as a hard copy. Hard copies will be at cost. The executive committee will get a quote before or prior to the chapter meeting for September. But within your handbook is everything you need to know for the service year. Additionally, locate your regional and chapter committee assignments. If you volunteer to be on a regional committee, you'll be noted in this handbook. The same is for chapter committees as well. It has been revised and updated, so the new revision will be added to the handbook for the September chapter meeting. Soras, let's talk about being sisterly responsive and holding ourselves accountable as well as our fellow Sora accountable. But let us do it with grace and understanding. And to get to those things, you have to communicate. Ask a question. Don't judge, don't accuse. And always be prepared to have a discussion on an issue or a need. Do not be afraid to ask or communicate with your executive committee. That is the one major expectation the committee has for all Gamma members and all sorors. We understand everybody is busy with their lives, their professions, their families, and their personal welfare. However, in order for the chapter to work seamlessly, communication and responsiveness to communication received has to be had intentionally. We have to work together, sorors. So please keep in mind, be responsive to any questions, any needs of feedback and input asked up from your executive committee, and especially from my office of the chapter president. So what's Gamma been up to? Since June, we hit the ground running, still continuing to plan for a lot of activities coming up in 2025. But at the same time, we produced our annual report, which all members are encouraged to review. We came up with a campaign for Juneteenth, which is applicable for 2025 with a small tweak. These could be a great fundraiser for National Convention. We instituted open call for SOAR of the Year, local chapter selection. Applications are due September 15th, 11:59 p.m. All members, whether you're on the executive committee, a committee chair, or a general member, are welcome to apply. But please review your IOTA workbook and bylaws to understand the criteria for submitting a SOAR of the Year application. Also, myself, along with some of our host chapter committee members, were able to have chat and chew and host alongside our Eastern Regional Director, so our Dr. Audrey Douglas, a dinner with the National Executive Board over the summer during their summer executive board meeting. It went very, very well. Everyone enjoyed the food, the logistics, the welcoming by Gamma chapter members. So it was a success. At that time, we got approval to send out the pre-convention survey, which had 455 responses. So talk about excitement in IOTA land for National Convention in the DMV area. And lastly, or second to last, we had a chapter retreat. It was wonderfully executed, sisterly welcomed, and a lot of great information and interactive activities. And in the midst of it, our membership team pulled off a wonderful informational. So now we have 9 candidates that were in the process of reviewing applications as well as doing interviews. There is an emergency meeting, chapter meeting for September 16th that chapter members are asked to be present at and to take the time and review the information provided on a day-to-day basis until that time by membership chair Soramani Payton Blake. And our Enrichment and Empowerment Fund, Gamma Chapter, clap it up. We did it. Our nonprofit is officially recognized by IRS as a 501c3. So we did that. We have to thank members from 2015, the leadership then, up to now. Now it's just about maintaining it, monitoring it, and moving it forward. More discussion will be had during chapter meeting. Whew. So yeah, Gamma chapter, we have been super busy in the summertime, but it was all well worth it. So where are we headed? Next up, September 14th, is Join Pound Team IOTA for Curing Sickle Cell Now 5K Walk Run, hosted by the Howard University Hospital. The location is a part of the Eventbrite registration link. Gamma chapter members are invited. Your friends and your family are welcome. And we are partnering with Delta Phi, our sister chapter here in Washington, D.C. So please, please come out, Gamma chapter, and join us as we participate in this first joint effort and activity of the service year with Delta Phi. And of course, our regional director has a part of her calendar, Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and that is September, which we're in. Our PR marketing media team, along with myself, will be posting every so often messages. Did you know? Tips and information about sickle cell disease. So stay tuned. And more about where we're headed. As I mentioned, we are in the midst of bringing in 9 potential women to our illustrious chapter of Gamma. What greatness! But we need your help, Gamma chapter. Make sure you participate and you support your membership team led by Soramani. Ensure that she gets the support that's needed to ensure that these members walking in will feel welcome, but understand their role as a member of Gamma Chapter. Next is the Power of She, celebrating 6 outstanding women of business and entrepreneurial feat. October 12th, tickets are now available. Chairwoman Tangela Brogdon is seeking, alongside her co-chair, Sora Crystal Jones, members to support as vendors or to seek out vendors. Advertisements, we are doing advertisement as well as tickets. So make sure, Soars, that you solidify your tickets as soon as possible, no later than the end of the month of September. There's a QR code. Take a snapshot of it and pass the word along. It doesn't hurt to just ask. Convention 2025, July 28th to August 3rd. And Gamma Chapter had a meeting with our current national president, Sora Charlotte D. Berry, and she approved us to have our chapter fundraiser activity on July 30th. And there's opportunity for another event on the 31st, both after 7 p.m. We're also looking at doing a walk during convention in the early morning hours, managed by our chapter, and turning that into a fundraiser as well. We have other events leading up to convention, like our golf tournament, and some other great ideas that have come to fruition by our host chapter subcommittee fundraising. So stay tuned. So as I close, I say we have a busy year, but it'll be wonderful as we stick together. Stay in touch, stay informed, be intentional, but know where you stand with the work for service year 2024 to 2025, and simply communicate. You can reach me by email or phone or social media, but texting is the best. If I don't answer you in the same day, allow me within 24 hours to get back to you. So let's make this a great service year Gamma Chapter. Thank you for your support, and looking forward to an outstanding year of service and fun. Bye.